Hi everyone, today is week 5, day 2, and it's the last day of our 30-day Member Care Foundations online course. Congratulations, you've done it! Amazing! Yeah! Thank you for hanging in there with me, and congratulations for your hard work. It's been a privilege to do this with you. Thank you guys. Today in our last training is about member care centers. What are member care centers? 20 years ago I didn't know either, but I've heard about a few member care centers, so I went to visit them. One was in Nairobi, Kenya, Tumaini Counseling Center. I went there. Another one was Fresno, California, Link Care Center. It's a place between Los Angeles and San Francisco. The other one was Le Rocher, close to Geneva, on the French side of Geneva. Another one was Bethany Center in Hong Kong on Cheung Chau Island. And the last one is Juniper Tree in the southern part of Thailand. These centers were all different, had different staff and different focus, but there are also some commonalities that I'd like to share with you. One was that they created facts, like setting up a center does something to the region. It has much more voice and much more strength than an individual offering member care services. Another one, these centers had board of directors or board of advisors made up of mission agencies and sending churches. So that shows that the sending churches and the mission agencies were on board with this initiative. It wasn't just one person or two people starting something on their own shoulders, but it was broadly spread in terms of finances, in terms of responsibilities and legalities. They were interagency and interdenominational. This is also another aspect of a member care center. Those places were hubs, and let me show you the picture here of the spider hub, which is the center point of the spider web. And also this picture of the wheel. The hub is sort of the middle of the hub. It's where all things come together. So those member care centers functioned as hubs, where geographic hubs and interdenominational hubs, where people and missionaries from all sorts of backgrounds came together at one point to receive services. Let me show you those hub dynamics by taking you to Google Maps for now. So let me take you to Hong Kong for now. Hong Kong is here, was in the 90s a very strategic place for ministry in Taiwan and China, in this whole region. Many mission agencies had their offices in Hong Kong. In 97, Hong Kong went back to China. It was British ruled before. In 99, Portuguese ruled Macau, went back to China, and then the mission agencies sort of got worried what happens to our offices. So many moved to Chiang Mai, which is here. And so about 97, 98, Chiang Mai became a hub. Many missionaries used the medical facilities in Bangkok, which are very good and cheap. And the Juniper Tree, which is a retreat place, was down here at the Gulf of Thailand. And many missionaries went there to get some R&R. And so what formerly Hong Kong was for China, now Chiang Mai was for the whole region. Chiang Mai became a member care hub for the whole region. You had the Afghanistan-Pakistan crisis in 2001, 2002, and people who worked there got evacuated where? To Chiang Mai, to Bangkok, or to Hua Hin. And I was sort of fortunate enough, blessed to be called by God to start a member care center right at that time. Let's go to Geneva, Le Rocher. Le Rocher. So Geneva is actually Swiss. And you see the border here, and Le Rocher, I think, is about here on the French side of Geneva. So if you zoom out, you see the strategic location of Geneva for the whole Europe. Fresno, California is Link Care Center, and one of the first, if not the first, missionary care center in the US. strategically located between San Francisco and LA. And if missionaries come from Asia going back home, they land here. They can easily get services in Fresno, go back to the airport and continue. Very good place, and also supported by many mission agencies in the United States. And this is the picture 20 years ago. Over the last 20 years, a lot has changed. More and more member care ministries emerged. But let me show you something that I see needed for today and for the future in terms of member care and in terms of member care hubs. Let me go back to the Google Maps for now. One of the regions that need a member care hub, I believe, is Dubai or Cairo, Egypt. You have these two places as major hubs for mission activities from Asia, the Chinese, the Indians, Filipinos, Indonesians. They are all here in either one of those places. Also, Dubai is a gateway into Afghanistan. And so many people who work in Afghanistan, they actually live here. They live in two places, and they commute back and forth because it's so stressful to work in Afghanistan. So I'm currently praying about moving to Dubai next year or in 2 years' time to start a center there that focuses on the just mentioned missionary nationalities. Then I have some friends in Bali who are setting up a retreat place in Bali to service the whole Indonesian area here. Indonesia has lots of islands, so does the Philippines have, and there's a lot of activity here in terms of missions work, and people need rest and restoration, R&R, rest and restoration. And the other place that they actually just started is Cairns here in Australia. You see it here. And Cairns is a gateway into PNG, Papua New Guinea. It's again a hub location to serve the whole region here. What do you need to start a member care center? Obviously, you need a very clear calling. It's like with the BAM work, business as mission work. You cannot start a center without having a clear calling. You need a very clear calling from God to do that. Then you need people from the professional corner and the people helper corner to help you provide services. You need a member care facilitator, something I shared yesterday, and you need startup funds. Best is you have also buy-ins from different mission agencies, sending churches, that you're not doing that alone. Then you create a structure with board of directors and board of advisors. And and then you have startup funds and you slowly start. And as I said before, a building speaks very loud, or an address speaks very loud. It creates a very new reality in the region. Oh, there is a member care center now. Not an individual providing member care, but wow, there is a center there now. And we can go there to get services. Because there are many similarities with the BAM group, I will start an online course towards the end of the year and combine those member care center startups and BAM startups and teach principles that I know from my own experience on how to start a business and how to start a member care center. Today was a bit of a geography lesson that I took you on. I started quite narrow-minded with a clear China focus. 1.4 billion can also be narrow-minded, but God extended my tents and broadened my horizon, or enlarged my tents, as it says in Isaiah 54. And now today I'm quite comfortable working globally and traveling around the world and visiting different places, and I immediately have a connection to the land and to the people that I meet. So God actually extended my tents. I presume many of you know Isaiah 61. It starts with the brokenhearted, the prisoners, and the captives. They are being restored. And in verse 4, it talks about they will rebuild the ancient ruins and restore the places long devastated. They will renew the ruined cities that have been devastated for generations. So you have the brokenhearted, they get healed, and then they go out and restore. So the healing is for a purpose. And we serve and strengthen the brokenhearted. They will rebuild, restore, and renew. We have been brokenhearted ourselves. We have received strength and renewal. And now we go out and help other brokenhearted. So I want to encourage you, let's multiply and pass on what we have received. Let's multiply. That's just what Isaiah 61 says. Let's multiply. It's been a true privilege to spend those 30 days together with you. I actually enjoyed it a lot. And again, thank you so much for trusting me. And congratulations, you've done it. You achieved the 30 days. Good luck, God bless, and see you again soon. Bye for now.